Are you saying hi? What are you doing? Okay. Can Mom make you sit there? Can you move? Good girl. Hi. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rachel, and today begins my attempt at tackling my physical TBR. My physical TBR is pretty big, for me at least. It's spanning at least two of my shelves long. And I only have one bookshelf, so the fact that two of the shelves are stacked tightly is saying something. So I am still pulling myself out of a slump. If you watched my last video, you saw how that kind of went. I went through my books a few weeks ago. I was having a yard sale, and so I decided to go through my books, figure out which ones I no longer wanted. If you're interested in seeing most of them that I unhauled, you can go back to my 2025 unhaul video. I kept that box of books until my yard sale a couple weeks ago because I knew I was going to try to sell them at this yard sale. I did sell a few of the more popular ones. I sold the last two in the Icebreaker Maple Hills series, and I sold my Just Friends by Haley Fam, and I sold one of the Cat and Mouse duet books, and the other ones I might have sold a few more, but the other ones I did end up putting in a free little library on base. Go back and watch my last video if you're interested in seeing any of that. I went through my books and I realized how many books that I have on my physical TBR that need to be read. Now, am I still adding to my physical TBR? Probably. I will say probably, yeah. But this video and the next few days that I am filming this are going to be mainly about trying to lower that number, even if it's just by one or two books, however many I get through. I'm not like a super fast reader. Like, I don't read a book a day kind of person. If it's really good, I might get through a book in 2 days. If it's like a normal 300 to 400 page book. I have done that with the Nevessa Allen Lights Out series. I have went through my physical TBR, and I have picked out some of the books that I am most excited to read, and we're gonna be picking from those. I do have a book that I'm currently reading that I'm currently going to get through, and that is In Stormy Weather. If you saw my last video, yes, I was still reading that book. No, I haven't gotten very far since that video. It's only really been a weekend. I'm going to be finishing this arc in this vlog. And then I also have an arc that I just received today, and I will be reading that as soon as possible. And then after those two, I will be picking from this stack of books that I need to get through, and we might end up getting another book. We might still be adding to the physical TBR. Who knows? But I'll probably finish that book that's coming out really soon. I am excited for each and every single one of these. Obviously, you can probably tell that this is diary bound, but the rest of them are all recent buys. If you are a follower on my Instagram or TikTok, you can go see what those books are. This is the stack of books to choose from that I am super interested in. Sorry guys, my air conditioning is super loud. It's hot here in Arizona, guys. But this one, Pachinko by Min Jin Lee, sounded super interesting. I've developed an interest in Asian writing, maybe, or like the setting of Asia. I've become more interested in it lately. And this one, she grows up in Korea, I believe it is. She spends most of her life in Korea, but then she gets pregnant by a really rich man who is already married, and so she ends up going to Japan. and this is her life, basically, how she made it through. And then this is a recent read by Sarah Caroli, and her interest in it and how she talked about it made me really interested in it. And it's giving cozy Japanese fantasy. It's about a pawn shop in Tokyo that to most people it looks like a ramen restaurant, but to others it looks like they are able to see the pawn shop, and when they go in they're supposed to leave something behind, some sort of object behind, in order to let something in their life go that has been affecting them. This one might hit hard in the emotional department, but I believe the dad ends up mysteriously disappearing, I believe. The daughter, it goes out and tries to find her dad. I'm a country girl at heart, so I am always down for a country boy, for a firefighter, and I saw this and I knew I had to get it. I did not realize that each book in the series is written by a different author, which is pretty cool. I don't think I see that very often. He is a firefighter and she is a secretive EMT, I believe. Yes. The only other firefighter specific other book that I've read is Wild Card by Elsie Silver. I really enjoyed that one. I am hoping that I enjoy this one as well. If you've read this one, let me know. In case I need a country boy firefighter romance, this is gonna be the one that comes in clutch. And then obviously we have Direbound. I really need to get to this soon, but Furybound is out now, and I know I'm behind. I know, guys. She's probably gonna be read pretty soon. Something with direwolves. I'm not sure really what a direwolf is. I think it actually might be a breed of extinct wolf, maybe? But I'm interested to see what direwolves specifically are in this book and how and what they are, I guess. So that way I can finally read Furybound. I ordered Furybound, and I might have ordered it to my in-laws' address instead of mine, so we might not get it for a while, but I still need to read this one. And then they're also sending me a book for my birthday, so they're just gonna send that book and the book I accidentally ordered to their house at the same time, so we'll get that eventually. Thank you, Kaylee. Thank you for influencing me to actually read this book, because I got it from the store and I've been eyeing it for months because I saw that she read it and she's had nothing but great things to say about it. She said it was like one of her favorite reads of the year or something like that. I believe it's a historical fiction thriller, or this guy goes back in time to find the killer of JFK's killer and stop him from killing JFK. So time travel, murder. I'm really excited about this one. I've heard nothing but good things about it. I'm hoping it's as good as everybody is saying it is. I haven't heard anybody have bad things to say about this one, and this will be my first Stephen King book. If you have read this one, or any of these, if you've read any of these, let me know what your thoughts on them were. And even if they're different than mine, what mine may be, let me know, because I might not get to all of these in this video. I want to know what you guys think. And even if it's like the book is bad, like don't ever read it, let me know. So I can get rid of it or something. I really need to get through this book. This book comes out on July 14th. It's like enemies to lovers, and they are in STEM fields, so it's a woman in STEM. But it's giving me Allie Hazelwood vibes. They kind of have like a bullying kind of banter between each other so far, and I'm not that far in. I'm not even 100 pages. Alrighty, so it is now the morning of the next day, Monday, and I just got done at the DMV. You can see them. I got my 21-year-old license, and I think we're gonna go do a little cafe hopping. I'm kind of hungry this morning. I'll give you a book update, actually. I am a little over halfway now. I read quite a bit yesterday. So far, I really like both of them. There's a lot of yearning and like banter between them, bickering and banter. It was like a kind of almost flip of a switch, to be honest. It was them bantering and bickering, and then all of a sudden the friends all leave and it's just them, and bam, spicy scene. I'm hoping there's not a big third act breakup for this one. I have a feeling it's going to come down to career, though, because they're both gunning for the same job. I feel like that's going to be part of the third act breakup, if there is one. So let's go to a cafe and go read. I have my final thoughts on In Stormy Weather by Chelsea Curto. It is releasing on July 14th. If you can hear Rosie, she's over there chewing on a bone, and the air conditioning is really loud. So bear with me. Every time I think of these two, of Sebastian and Quincy, I think of that TikTok song that goes, "Walk 'em like a dog, sis, walk 'em like a dog." That's what I think of when I was reading this book. There's a few spicy scenes that are, I would say they're reasonably detailed spicy scenes. Some might say they're highly detailed. He does stand up for her a lot. He is very protective of her. Yeah, he's all around a great guy, and I love Quincy too. She's super ridiculously smart, and I kind of wish she was a real person so that way I could actually meet her. On to the pile of books. I need to pick another book. Dire Bound is our book club's book of the month. If you would like to join the book club, the link is down in the description. It's just on Fable. It's free. You don't have to pay anything. Just join and come be a part of the book club. I would really like to have you guys. This month's is Dire Bound. I'm not sure what next month's is going to be. My copy is really nice. It has the sprayed edges, and then also the inside is really nice. The front is foiled, and then the back end page art also has some. I got the deluxe edition, so I would go check that out if you are interested. I feel like I shouldn't choose a really thick book right now, but I don't know. Aren't they making a movie out of this? I felt like I saw something about a trailer or something for this book. And what are these numbers? So like, this is chapter 2, right? And then there's 1, and then it says 2 and 3, and then it keeps going, I think. Wait. Yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7. If somebody wants to explain what those numbers are, leave it in the comments, because I don't understand. It's a little, I've never seen that formatting in a book yet. This is my first Stephen King novel, or Stephen King book. So I don't know if that's just how he writes his books or what. And then I have Pachinko. This one still sounds interesting. I don't know. I feel like I'm into romance right now. I feel like I might be into romance. But then again, I don't want to get burnt out. But then again, I need to read our book club book. I think I might think on it for just a little bit, and I'll let you know what book I end up picking up. Alrighty, it is a little bit later, not that much later, probably an hour and a half, 2 hours. And I've had some time to decompress, let go of this story, and think about my next reads. I was really considering picking up Direbound, but I discovered that you can read it on Kindle Unlimited, and I think I might end up doing that later on this month, since I can read it on Kindle Unlimited. But I also have an arc that I want to read later this week, so I ended up looking through my recent buys. I did choose to pick up Waterman. It's 372 pages, and we're gonna see if I can read this in basically 2 days, tonight and tomorrow afternoon. So it might only be 2 books in this video, but I promise you next week I will have more. The next video after this one will have more. I've been on a reading streak, and I feel like I've really gotten out of my reading slump. I feel like I'm in the opposite of a reading slump now. I feel like I'm in a reading marathon, because I've just been wanting to pick up book after book after book after book after book. So I'm hoping that none of these books that I read put me back in my slump, because I will cry. I have too many books that I want to read right now to be in a reading slump. I am going to read as much as I can tonight, and then I will update you guys tomorrow where I'm at and how far I got into it. It's now the last day I'm filming. It is Wednesday, and I got through a little bit, not as much as I wanted to, of Watermoon last night. I am about 75 pages in. I'm gonna give you guys my first impressions. The father seems very mysterious. Like, the fact that he doesn't really talk to her, he just like leaves her clues. I don't think I've fully grasped how he supposedly trained her running the pawn shop, because she's never dealt with the people that come and grab the thing, like, because they collect the things that people gave to them that have some sort of choice tied to them. There's these things that come and get them, and I'm envisioning like spirits of rotting corpse or something that come and get them, but she's never seen them and actually like dealt with them. If I was training someone to run my shop, I would have them know how to do every single aspect of running the shop and not just letting them hide at the top of the stairs. I'm not sure if he trained her fully and like let her figure out how to run the rest of the shop herself. I do feel pretty connected to both the male and female character. Sorry, that's my air conditioning, you guys. The pacing kind of jumps around a little bit to give you the whole story, especially when we were learning about the male main character. We jumped back in time like a month before, and then we jumped back to current time period, and then while he was telling her who he was, it was like we jumped into another point in time. It flows together in a way that I'm not really used to things flowing together. So this author is very, very talented in how she has written this book to tie itself together over different timelines and jumping back and forth. And at the point that I am now, they have just gone through whatever portal that the pond in the backyard opens up. I don't know what that's about yet. They literally just stepped through it. Like, I wonder if she's gonna find like some sort of, obviously she's gonna find some sort of closure about her dad, whether she finds out that he died, or that whenever you retire from this pawn shop, you go somewhere else. I mean, I feel like the dad is the kind of man that would have to leave the pawn shop in order to actually stop working, because he would just continue working himself until the day that he died. It seems like she's not too sure about the male main character. I feel like she's like afraid to bring him into her world because she thinks her dad might not approve of it because he's from the outside world and stuff like that. But I mean, if you need help, you need help. So, although she did talk about grabbing his hand, and it made me think of when in Hotel Transylvania movies, he's like, "Oh, I zinged with your mother," and stuff like that. It made me think of that because they had some sort of electricity pass through them. Woo! Your breath is bad, girl. Your breath stinks. What'd you do? Eat a dead lizard? Huh? Did you eat a dead lizard? Huh? It's now Thursday. I am in the process of editing this video, and I realized I did not say goodbye to you guys last night. So I did end up reading almost halfway, probably like 45% of Water Moon as of this morning. Actually, I am still currently working through this slump. I have been using my screen time settings on my phone. My husband has been helping by keeping me accountable. Whenever he notices I'm scrolling, he'll tell me, "Hey babe, aren't you supposed to be reading?" or something like that. He's very nice about it. And then also filming on my phone also helps me stay off my phone. I did end up reading 2 books in this video. I will be finishing this one hopefully today, maybe, depending on how long it takes for me to edit this video. This will be 2 books off my TBR. I am constantly trying to read books on my TBR instead of what's on my Kindle, but if I can read them on my Kindle and I have the physical copy, then I'll read them on my Kindle. Let me know your most anticipated read on your physical TBR. And if you've read one of these books, let me know what your thoughts were, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.